track of which way I'm going. I ain't gonna double back, no. Don't wanna misplay, put on no display. An angel know, but I know my way. Oh yeah. Oh.
I'm Toshin. This is your Diamond Fork News.
Do you remember what you were doing on fall break?
You probably had some pretty fun plans, right?
Well, sometimes plans don't always work out the way you think they will.
Miss Yeager found this out during her fall break, so we interviewed her to learn more.
So, Miss Yeager, tell us about your fall break. I heard it was a little scary.
Over fall break, kind of last minute, I decided to jump in the car and go to Colorado to see my sister and friends. So I threw some things in the car, headed out on Highway 6. When I hit Soldier Summit, there was a whiteout blizzard, so I of course slowed down my driving. And then as I came over by Schofield Junction, there was just rain on the road, so I was still going slowly, but not as slow as before. But it turned out the temperature had dropped pretty drastically, and the cars in front of me started fishtailing because as the rain was hitting the road, it was icing over. So in order to avoid hitting some cars in front of me, I hit my brakes, and as I hit my brakes, my car spun out of control and headed into oncoming traffic. As I crossed the highway, I had a minute to realize, by a minute I mean probably, 10-15 seconds, to know that I was going to get hit. And in that midst, those 15 seconds, I kind of looked across the highway to see what was going to hit me, and I knew it was going to be a double trailer semi. So I had enough time to realize it was going to hurt for sure. And the semi hit me twice. First, I slid in front of the semi and it hit me from behind, which then flipped my car around and it hit me on the front side of my car as well. And that finally pushed my car, so I ended up right in the middle of the highway by the time my car came to a stop that day. And then I started thinking, what's going to happen after that? I started thinking 3 steps ahead of it. Okay, I'm going to get hit. What's going to happen after that? How am I going to get home from this? What's going to happen to my car? I didn't really have a moment where I thought I was going to die, where I was going to anything like that's not really what happened. My life didn't flash before my eyes. I just thought, how am I going to get out of this situation?
So what happened after the accident?
Oddly, yeah, my first instinct was to jump out of the car and make sure people were okay, which is weird, I know. I immediately popped out of my car. All of my doors were completely intact. The back of my car was completely pushed in. The front of my car was almost completely ripped off. But my 4 doors were completely intact. My windshield was completely intact, which I was very lucky for, being hit by a double trailer semi. And so I was able to pop right out of my car, which freaked out all the passerbys because they all thought I was, of course, seriously hurt. And so I popped right out of my car and I was immediately looking at all of my things all over the highway because everything in my trunk was thrown out of the car and thinking, how am I going to get all of my belongings? Those are all of my things all over the road. When you see all of your things strewn about the highway, you start thinking, those are my shoes, those are my clothes, those are my things. How am I going to get those back? And of course, lots of good Samaritans stopped and got me back in my car and had me sitting down and gathered my things for me. And really, I was just so thankful that day for all the people who stopped and just kind of took control of the situation and helped me really locate a lot of my belongings back again.
Of all the bad things that happened to you that day, what was the worst one?
One of the worst moments, actually, in that moment, in the accident was, you have this accident, you've lost your car, you've lost all your possessions, you don't know how you're going to get home again, and in that moment, I could not remember a single phone number, and my phone got lost somewhere in my car in the accident. The highway patrolman said it must have gotten thrown out of the car because my back windshield had exploded, and so I had no way of calling anybody or contacting anybody to tell them, I've been in this accident, I definitely wasn't going to make it to Colorado, I needed someone to come pick me up. And it was this moment of panic where I realized I felt a little lost and realized I was really reliant on technology, and that was a scary moment. Since then, I've had a friend make me a list of phone numbers to keep in my wallet, so that will never happen to me again. And my phone was recovered 24 hours later. We found it in my car at the tow yard. It was just wedged under some seats, luckily.
Thanks for sharing your experience with us, Miss Yeager.
We're glad to still have you with us.
Hi, we're here today with Casey Jones and Devin McQuibby, and we'd like to congratulate them, Casey and Devin, on being our November Students of the Month in the 8th grade. Congratulations to both of you on your outstanding efforts and hard work. Good job, both of you. and they get these certificates along with a Cold Stone Creamery certificate, Cafe Rio, and a soda of their choice. So again, congratulations to both of you. Good job, well done.
Your weekend weather is partly cloudy, with highs in the 40s and lows in the 30s.
I used to follow, yeah, that's true. But my following days are over. Now I just gotta follow through. And I remember what my father said. He said, son, life is simple.
Hey Diamondbacks, thanks for watching. As we leave you, here's your quote of the week.